The simple, humble lipstick, simple pick-me-up, a cheap, feel-good kind of thing. Back in '01, Estee Lauder's chairman at the time coined the term lipstick index to describe the phenomenon of how lipstick sales tended to rise during bad economies. Apparently times get tough and you got to do something to feel good. You can't just sit there and wallow in your self-pity. So why don't you smack on a rosy glow on your lips and get those smackers going and feel good. But as of last year, the tides turned, and apparently it's foundation that's become the best seller in the cosmetic space. Indeed, there's a lot of cover-up going on out there in the world. Our next guest knows a thing or two about lipsticks. She started her own brand in Melbourne in 1992 out of pure passion and has never looked back. Today, Lipstick Queen sells in top department stores like Barney's, Henry Bendel, I don't know that one, and Bloomingdale's, I know that one, with over $2 million worth of products sold this year alone. Poppy King is Lipstick Queen's founder, with us here all the way from Australia. Hello, Poppy.
Hello. Actually, all the way from New York. Originally from Australia, but I live in New York now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You got to keep tabs on those Barney's and Bloomingdale sales,
Absolutely.
huh?
That's exactly right.
What's Henry Bendel, anyway?
Henry Bendel's, my goodness, you really are out of your comfort zone.
It's a
famous fashion store. So it's another Fifth Avenue icon.
Ah, okay. I don't spend much time there. I'm usually in New Jersey. Tell me what's going on with lipstick sales. The industry reported, I believe, last like a small drop, 3.5% or so, kind of blowing the lipstick theory out of the water. If I'm not wrong, you were up 35%?
Exactly. So
why?
I think, well, certainly, in answer to your first question, I think the drop in lipsticks, and the reason why the famous lipstick index has not really occurred this time around is lipstick has actually become a fairly misunderstood product in the 21st century, and I think that women are much more comfortable with something like foundation. So the lipstick index, in terms of people reaching for a product that is a small pick-me-up, still reigns supreme in economic downturns. Whether or not it's actually lipstick, I think it's more indicative of a mindset going for a small pick-me-up. My sales have, as you said, risen 34%. And I think what that is really is that in times of economic downturn, consumers, female consumers, which I'm an expert on, not you men, I don't know what drives you in consumer goods, but female consumers look for authenticity. And what my brand offers is an authenticity, given the fact that I am someone who started my first lipstick brand when I was 18. It's something that I have a specialty focus. I think consumers also look, in economic downturns particularly, for products and people and brands that do something very well and don't try and overpromise. You know, the thing is in a time like this, we're starting to feel the effects of overpromise in every area. And so it's a time when you find, the best way I can describe it is economic downturns, consumers turn towards products and brands that raise their imagination versus their aspiration. In buoyant times, it's about aspiration, flashiness, all the rest. In a time like this, and that's why a brand like mine is doing better than the big guys.
Okay, you're focused. Lipstick. You don't do pumice foot scrubs or exfoliants and that sort of thing.
No, I do lipstick and lip gloss, all lip products. That's all I do. Okay. So it's kind of a Starbucks-style model of cosmetics, being that you're an authority in one thing, but a lot of options underneath that authority.
And with retail sales being so impacted the way they have been in the United States and really around the world, have you seen any drop-off at all? Maybe your sales are continuing to be strong for some of the reasons you've just described, but have you seen any drop-off?
What I've seen the drop-off, very much so. For us, it's not been sales, but I spend a lot of time in the stores and do a lot of customer and consumer events. And I've definitely seen a drop of traffic. The traffic is noticeably down. The shopping bags are noticeably down. For us, as I said, the focus has shifted off the bigger brands to some of the smaller brands. But you can notice, I mean, I was in Bloomingdale's. You mentioned Bloomingdale's. I was in Bloomingdale's the last Friday before Christmas, and the traffic was terrifyingly low. So what you can really notice is the drop in retail traffic. But clearly there are people that are still spending. There's just not as many tire kickers.
Is there something about your model, your business model, that seems to resonate more with the people? I mean, is there something about the product? Is it the way it goes on, the way it makes you feel?
It's a combination of factors. I think the business model, I am an experiment in cosmetics that is unfolding before our very eyes. There's no one else in colour cosmetics that focuses on just one area of the face. Every other colour cosmetic brand does eyes, lips, face, you know, and so I think what has really resonated in my business model is that singular focus, is the specialisation, you know, and I think with lipstick or with lip colour in general, it is one of the few cosmetics that actually changes your mood. The other ones correct or enhance.
Conceal, fix, cover up defects. These actually make you just kind of luscious, right?
Yes, and I think what I meant before when I said that lipstick has become misunderstood is that lipstick is a brand that was very much associated with the 1950s, the 1940s, you know. In the 21st century, you know, the idea of putting on your lipstick to greet the milkman, you know, lipstick is a product that is having trouble modernising its image, and someone like me and somebody like my brand is sort of part of modernising the image of lipstick.
How come? Are you in a market like Hong Kong or Tokyo?
We just launched for the first time in Asia. We're exclusive to Joyce in Hong Kong. And this is our first launch into Asia, and in particular finding that Asian women are responding very well to the specialisation. I just did some in-store events yesterday where the women were all saying to me, I like the fact that you just do the lips. I like that, you know, so it really, I think the message is, again, as I said before, about not overextending. You know, everybody is contracting at the moment, so not overextending.
I have to tell you, you're in the right place and not a second too soon either. The girls here use lip gloss and lipstick. Sometimes they have 5 or 6 in their makeup bags. I mean, they use it like no tomorrow. They put it on to pretty themselves up, then you kiss them and take it off, and then they put it back on. It's just like a consumable product that keeps coming back again and again. I noticed you brought your little work of art there.
My
Lessons
little work
of lipstick queen. How did you manage to write 400 pages about lipstick?
I could actually write a thesis. This is not so much about lipstick. This is a guide to how to be more entrepreneurial. So how to take your passion and turn it into an entrepreneurial career without a Harvard business degree. So the two passions for me are lipstick and entrepreneurship, and dismantling the myths of both.
Okay. I'm going to love the opportunity to get through the book, sign the copy for me. By the way, when you leave, Michael prefers chartreuse. I like to go au naturel, okay?
I was thinking this red would suit you brilliantly.
Think so? That would really resonate with the crowd out there. Poppy, best of luck as you try to conquer Asia. Poppy King, lipstick queen.